if he's in your start list. And race director Mark Milder has done a wonderful job in pulling together very strong and, importantly, very competitive fields for this year's race.
Well, the headline is all about whether we'll see a world record today. Eliud Kipchoge will be introducing you to him on the start line. All the ingredients really, Tim, need to come into play, don't they, for that to happen? We've already talked about the pancake flat course. Conditions are pretty much perfect. There's absolutely no wind out there. And as we've mentioned, we've got an athlete in Kipchoge in tip-top shape.
No, that's exactly right. And you know, it's for start about a minute away. Less than that. Engines revving. 100% focus.
Go!
They are underway then in Berlin. Is a world record on the cards this morning for Eliud Kipchoge. There's no concerns of that sort of grandeur on the women's side. The world record of 2:14.04 by Bridget Kosgei set at Chicago 3 years back is certainly not going to be under threat today. But primarily, I love to see great racing. The first and foremost desirable quality in any form of foot racing is a great contest. Fast times, records, they are bonuses, they're icing on the cake. 99% of the cake is the actual racing man-to-man, woman-to-woman.
Three pacemakers in the men's race there, you can see, who've all been carefully picked. Noah Kipkemboi, Moses Koech and Philemon Kiplimo. Two of them actually paced Eliud Kipchoge in Enschede last year. They're wearing the black and white stripes. And then we've got 4 or 5 other groups of pacemakers who have been charged to go through at slightly slower times. And Tim, well, the news came through yesterday, didn't it? Confirmation that the pace for this leading group with Kipchoge, they're aiming to go through halfway in 60.50. And just to remind you, as Tim was mentioning earlier on, the world record set here in 2018, Eliud Kipchoge went through halfway in 61.06. We think that there's room for improvement on that, that perhaps the balance between the first half and the second half could be more measured today. So 60.50 is the target for halfway.
No, that's exactly right. There is the Siegersäule. They pass after just, what, about 600 meters. You can see less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Something very special indeed here. He goes through the arches in just outside, it will be 2 hours. 2:01.39 is the target. He's going to smash the world record under the famous arches of the Brandenburg Gate, built in 1791. And from here, 352 meters to go. Less than 60 seconds of running. It's less than a lap of the track. All those early starts, all those endurance runs, the tempo runs, the sacrifices that he's made have all come down to this. His wife and children are watching back home in Kenya. The crowds are going crazy. It's history unfolding here on the streets of Berlin in the sunshine. The double Olympic champion is the greatest marathon runner we have ever seen in the history of the event. He's going to get inside the world record. It won't be by a minute, but it will be an appreciable chunk. He has done it again. This is superhuman. This is road running from a different planet here in Berlin in 2022. Eliud Kipchoge smiles for the last time. Let's keep an eye on the clock, just outside 2:01. Eliud Kipchoge is a history maker in Berlin. Yet again, he has done it. The world record has gone, and now he can celebrate. And that is simply stunning. A warm embrace from Patrick Sang, his long-term coach. And the greatest marathon runner the world has ever seen has produced the fastest marathon the world has ever seen.
This man leaves you scrambling for superlatives again and again. Why did we ever doubt him? There have even been whisperings from 1 or 2 people who claim to have been in the know in the last few days that the world record would not go today. Well, more fool them, more fool us for giving any credibility to those opinions. Because Eliud Kipchoge knew. He knew all along, didn't he?